Good afternoon. My name is Imelda. I work with the Center for Democratic Development. We are having a survey across the country, and we want to find out people.
You said you were working with
President Kufon is my one.
Oh, they've been coming around. Like last week they were here.
This time we are interviewing people on governance.
You're live.
Your perception about how governance.
Oh, sorry, my sister. I thought you were going to Can you? Yes. Let me give you a check. So I can see your story.
You want some water?
Thank you very much. We want to find out your perceptions about the way the country is being run, facilities available to people, your own economic situation, and what your perception is about the general economic situation in the country. This house has been chosen, so I need to speak to a man in this house.
Why a man?
It's because I spoke to a lady in the previous house, so I have to speak to a man this time.
We are alternating.
Yeah, we are.
Then definitely you have to be me because I'm the family head.
No necessary reasons. We have to balance so that we make it as random as possible.
Family head.
So now I have to give you numbers. You be number 1, and 7, and number 3. Then, madam, please you pick one card for me. Number 2.
Number 2, there,
Oh, it's family head.
Yes, I'm the number 2.
Okay. Now I need to speak to you alone. So if any of you has anything doing, you are at liberty to go. However, if you choose to stay, you can't speak.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you speak to only the person's choosing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I want to minimize feedback from all of you as much as possible.
I'll try.
Okay, so you can come here.
You want me to sit closer?
Yes.
Thank you.
So let's begin by recording a few facts about yourself. Please, how old?
My age? I'll be 48. I'll be 48 this year.
Which Ghanaian language is your home language?
I speak Dagbani.
That's your home language. At this point, let's discuss economic issues. In general, how would you describe the present economic condition of this country? And whether it is very good, whether it is fairly good, neither good nor bad, fairly bad, very bad, or you don't think?
Neither good nor bad. No.
Your own present living condition.
Bad.
Fairly bad, very bad.
Just bad.
Just bad. Looking back, how do you rate the following compared to 12 months ago? I'm going to list out some situations.
1 year.
12 months ago. The economic conditions in this country 12 months ago. Do you think it was much worse, the same, better, much better? Or you think
1 year ago. See, it was during the heightened fuel prices and those kind of issues, but at least the things were manageable. That's what I'm saying. It's neither good nor bad as compared to this thing. It's almost the same. Yeah.
So it's same.
It's same. Yeah.
What about your living conditions?
But as I've said, it's bad. I mean, things are going bad, but I don't know what's happening. I mean,
looking ahead, do you expect the following to be better or worse? And I'm going to list them. The economic conditions in this country in 12 months' time. Same.
Yes, it will depend on what happens in the next years. Because if I've heard we have discovered some oil. If we start production, I think things will improve.
What about your living conditions in 12 months? Do you think it will be worse or it will be much better or it will be the same?
12 months' time. Now I'm jobless. And if I have something doing, I think I can improve. But if by 12 months' time I'm still staying at home,
so looking at the situation,
it will even be worse if I don't get anything to do. It will even be worse. Yeah.
So it would be much worse or just worse?
Just worse.
Over the past year, how often, if ever, have you or anyone in your family gone without the following things? I'm going to enumerate this now. So how often have you or anyone in your family gone without enough food to eat?
Enough food. Well, I don't know what you explain by enough, but sometimes we eat raw food and pursue with some pepper. Now, I don't say we eat, but not to my satisfaction. In the olden days, my mom was feeding us all right. We have all the nutrients there. It was very, very nutritious. But now, because of the hardships, we just manage what we have.
So you've never gone?
No, for that, no.
So how about enough clean water for house?
Wow. I wish I fetched some of the water we have here for you to taste and see. We have to even sometimes boil it, and even for the water issue, don't bring it here, Brian.
So is it always a good many times?
Especially during dry seasons. When it rains, at least we can harvest rain. But in the dry seasons like that, oh my sister, at all.
So is it always for many times?
Always for the water issue. Yeah.
What about medicine or medical treatment?
Oh yes, because of, when you're coming out, so you saw the clinic there. So for that we don't have problem. Yeah, we don't have problem.
So
it's good.
Is it never or just once or twice?
No, we haven't gone without medicine. We go there sometimes. The government subsidizes for us, and this national health insurance this thing too is there. So for that we are okay. Yeah.
What about a cash income?
Cash income. I told you, I'm jobless. So where do I get the cash? Where is the income coming from?
In your opinion, how much of a democracy is Ghana today? In your opinion. So let me read out. Do you think we are a full democracy, or a democracy but with minor problems, or a democracy with major problems, or not a democracy, or you do not understand the question, or you do too?
I understand the question, and I wouldn't say we are not a democracy. Ghana is democratic, and I would have problems, not minor, major problems. Major problems, yes.
How much do you trust each of the following? Or haven't you heard enough about them to say? Now I'm going to call out these people. And you tell me how much you've heard about them, how much you trust them. And if you haven't heard much about them, so let me know.
Okay.
So now you tell me how much you trust the president. Is it just a little, or somewhat, or a lot? Or you don't trust him at all?
I trust him. Yeah.
Somewhat?
A lot. I trust him, yes. At least he's with the country well.
Parliament,
yes, they are suffering. Yes.
But do you trust him?
I do.
You trust him?
I do. Yeah, he's good. I trust
Is it
them.
a lot?
A lot, yeah. I trust them.
Electoral Commission of Ghana.
Sure. This man, that very young man. Oh. No, I even learned he goes outside to do something there.
So
he
you
helps.
trust him?
Yes, very much for that man. Oh.
What about your metropolitan, municipal, or district assembly?
I learned they are the people who are supposed to provide the water I told you about. I learned they are the people who are supposed to take care of our roads. Where did you pass? When you were coming? The main road. Were you okay with the road? Oh. So if the water I told you about, the road and everything is there, well, how do you want me to trust them? I learned we have common fund and so what. What do they use it for?
Is it just a little or
at
somewhat,
all?
not at all?
At all. Look at the water I'm drinking. How do I trust them? Oh no.
How about the ruling party?
I trust all parties. So I can say I trust the ruling party too.
What about the opposition political party?
As I'm saying, I trust all parties. Yes.
The police?
Well, the police, for me, I haven't had any problem in encounter in our village here. What do we do here? But I learned when my boys come from town, they say on the road they take money from them. I haven't seen it myself. I've been hearing about them.
So you, for one,
because of the perception people have developed around them, it's affected my perception against them too. So I can say a little.
A little. So is it somewhat or just a little?
Just a little. Yes.
And what about the courts?
The courts, because I don't patronize the courts and because I haven't heard enough about them, I can't say much about the courts. Because you know, our case here, we always resort to the traditional leader.
So, how many of the following people do you think are involved in corruption?
Okay.
Yeah. The president and officials in his office.
I can't jump them together. For the president, I don't have any problem. I can see the president is not corrupt, but because of that letter that came out, I can't put good for people in his office.
So people in his office, you think are they some or is it some of them or most of
some
them?
Of them.
All of them?
Some of them.
Some of them. How about members of parliament?
How do they involve themselves in corruption? They don't touch money. No.
What about elected assemblymen?
They are not even paid. How do they involve themselves in corruption?
What about government officials?
Like?
Government officials, ministers? Yeah.
They are what contract to? For them, they are what contract to?
Yeah.
And some of the problem we are having on our roads, shoddy works, is because of that. They construct this road today, tomorrow there are potholes. These boreholes were supposed to be done by qualified people. See, it's spoiled, and now we are drinking dirty water.
Do you think some
of them,
or
most of them,
most of them.
I can see most of them. Yeah.
What about tax officials, Ministry of Finance officials, or local government tax collectors?
You hear today
IRS.
VAT invoice is missing. Who take them out? So for them,
most of them.
Most of them.
So now the last one is, in the past year, how often, if ever, have you had to pay a bribe, give a gift, or do a favor to government officials in order to get the following things that I'm going to call out?
Okay.
So in order to get a document or a permit?
No, I haven't tried that before.
Is it never, once or twice?
Never, I haven't tried that before.
What about get water or sanitation service?
Yes, they said when we enjoy this pipe, we have to be paying something. So that when it spoils, they'll come and do it for us. They have taken the money, yet the thing is spoiled.
But before you got the pipe, did you have to pay a bribe? Or
no, they said we have to pay part, and the
or
government also pay parts. So we paid before they did it for us.
But you didn't have to pay a bribe for them to come and do it.
I would say it's a bribe because I don't know why I should pay money before my government does something for me. I don't understand. They said first they said we have to contribute through communal labor. We have to go bring our men, we dig, we weed, while they provide the money to do. Not long they claim that every house should pay something before they will come and do. Pay before you do is bribe. So me, I take it as bribe, my sister. Yeah, I take it as bribe.
So is it a few times, often, or once?
Only on the water. Yeah, only on the water.
Did you have to pay a bribe to avoid a problem with the police, like passing a checkpoint or avoiding a crime?
I haven't come into contact with. I haven't had police case before, so that never.
So you don't.
So what I was telling, I said perception.
Thank you very much.
Are you okay?
We've come to the end of it.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to ask me so many questions.
Oh, but we've been talking for a while.
Anyway,
now.
it's such questions are good. I think I've also learned something from it. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Write my name.